and welcome to my channel. Go ahead, hit the like, hit the share, subscribe if you haven't already. I just find it funny that I've spent so much time putting certain information in your face so that I could have a moment just like this to reveal the character of these individuals who led this hate train against Robert Kelly, who I told you had skeletons in their own closet they should focus on, and who are now feeling hella crazy because they out here looking stupid trying to extort a man that has led to him being incarcerated. And instead of letting the process work itself out, they form these teams to come to the internet to keep people all riled up, to keep all this bullshit going. But if you ask me, time's up for all the bullshit, and people need to start calling this clown out. Everybody let these characters come on these platforms and rile their emotions, but nobody asked the common sense questions or heed my warnings when I said nobody knowing they're under federal investigations will be running to YouTube volunteering so much information, putting alleged evidence on Instagram for God's sakes, and influencing some of these people that could be on the jury. But that is just the tip of the iceberg, considering I also showed you the massive corruption from this Avenatti character to Kim Fox, which should have had the public asking more questions then. But oh, let's just wait. Let's reveal the character of this liar who told the public that his daughter was a hostage in the beginning.
Kissing me and stuff, and just guess the oral sex came in.
Now I watch people align themselves with certain individuals on this internet, and when I came out here to show you what I see playing out, all these individuals had to shift your direction, make all these bogus ass assumptions, and try to dismiss what I'm showing you as a conspiracy when I'm obviously letting everybody know why I don't fuck with these people. A lot of spectators fail to realize that a lot of these stories and narratives that you've heard displayed on YouTube have come to me, and yet when I let it be known the bullshit that I get out of it, I'm attacked. And everybody that say they care about the black women and say Black Lives Matter, watch all these people do stupid ass shit like tag the FBI, but ain't nobody go to the FBI or police about these accusers. And to top it off, I'm supposed to associate myself with this type of behavior shown on public display just because these people say I support Robert Kelly, and nobody hear me saying they doing this shit intentionally and or are stupid as fuck. Therefore, I don't condone the type of behavior that's going on. Or the people trying to rewrite what we saw playing out and even put in a docuseries for profit.
I know Rob, our last conversation that I had with him in Chicago, he inspired me and told me, Bear, just do what you want to do, what makes you happy. He told me to continue to pursue my dreams, pursue whatever I want to pursue. And that's really all that I would be able to do.
It's not about what the world thought it was about. It was about me getting relationships with my daughter.
Don't paint no picture. Like, I have not talked to you guys in over a year because I would call you guys 4 or 5 months at a time. So to believe something like that, so extreme, so bizarre, so outrageous, I just couldn't even fathom my parents believing something as bizarre as that.
One of the things that's going to be set by this is precedent. And when you look at a man who's being charged like this, what does that give an ordinary man who's not of stature and don't have the ability to draw resources to have 4 attorneys? And all of a sudden he's made with these allegations. How then does he fight it? How then does he prepare himself for this Me Too movement as we move forward?
You gotta get rid of Mason and you have to get rid of this public because they are working with Avenatti. this was a whole, like, this Zelle King thing. They knew about this from, like, weeks ago. Like, they've been planning this. I know you don't probably want to listen to me, but please, you cannot let him do this interview on Monday. Like, all this stuff is a plan to just, like, rip you apart and make shit worse.
Cannot let who do an interview?
This Daryl Johnson guy. The guy who's supposed to be, like, the publicist or whatever.
Rip me apart how?
Get you away?
Rip me apart how?
Like, it's just all things. Like, I don't know.
No. Just be specific. Be specific. Rip me apart how?
I don't know the how.
Okay, I want you to find out. I want you to find out how and let me know.
Now, those that have followed my content since day one recognize that I began to blog about the things I was seeing these people put on these platforms, and I believe a lot of these stories stem from the same sources, and yet a lot of people started to step out here into the spotlight and personalize a lot of things. Which is why I've always challenged my viewers to not only listen and watch what I present, but to read the paperwork themselves and find their own interpretation, rather than let people manipulate and monopolize the fact that they're reading these indictments and are completely oblivious and are going along with other people's agendas, period, point blank. And unfortunately, I don't have 4, 5, 6 to 9 hours to sit on live trying to drum up views to point out the obvious in what I've asked you to do. Read the paperwork yourselves. You will see how these people align themselves with individuals, align themselves with this man's defense supporters, and all this corruption played out in your face. And as I told key people putting these narratives on the support side out, I believe if you stand back and watch these people reveal themselves, everything would have came out and other individuals wouldn't be trying to selectively remove themselves for the people they aligned themselves with, who did all this suspect shit online, who feel some type of way because it's janky as fuck. And that's no conspiracy, that's facts, because though I wasn't at the courtroom trying to be relevant, I can read and see that the allegations the government said were being put on Robert Kelly. People were giving people platforms saying they're acting on his behalf. The government is saying he's a threat to the community because of all this stuff being done. Everybody is cheerleading for all this strange and unusual behavior being displayed on these public platforms. Now everybody is watching people point the fingers, and as I said, you see the main source, and it's this gorilla pimp named Angelo, because all of them were getting exposed for their bullshit. So they had to come in and start confusion, even though all the things I told you was put out here on social media for anybody to recognize they've been fooled.
Y'all could never do nothing as men while that man was there because he treated y'all like shit. Let's talk about how many of y'all he owed money to right now that he played with y'all till he all the way till he went to prison. Because I do remember, Dawn, you crying on Christmas when he got that bonus money, and you was talking about how you was getting ready to leave him. You, fuck this, you ready to tell it all, and this and that, and because he wouldn't pay you, because he went and took his, what he called himself, called it the family. He took the family shopping for Christmas, and ain't pay you your money. You was sitting there, broke as a joke, sitting there crying about a man that didn't pay your money, and you ain't had a heart to say nothing. And then when he paid you, you was like a little girl to the companion. You was on the phone with, oh, he got my money, everything good. I can go do this now like a kid. Dude, you don't want to play with me, bro. They facts. They in emails, they in text messages. You tell me how you want it to be posted. And this ain't none of that fake shit that they run around the internet.
All of this, you're going to see this in future testimony. But Azriel knows where everything is. When I say the tapes, she knows who's who. She knows where the bank accounts are, where the money is. She knows who's using who. Not seen what we've been trying to show you, that you've been brainwashed. But once she watched that documentary and she read the emails that I sent over to her, that he was sending to Joycelyn, telling Joycelyn the same things that he told her, hiding other tapes for Azriel, just like London on the Track's mom was doing, Cheryl, I forgot her last name, Cheryl Mack or whatever. And so I'm trying to tell you without telling you too much, because like I said, this is a federal case, and I've even helped out the feds with all the information that I've been given. So I was working with the Department, was it the Department of State? Homeland Security, one of them damn please. Homeland Security, my lawyers were, to hand them over everything that we had received.
I thought this was America, people.
Charge me, but I'm not guilty. Tweet, 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 tweet. Get the bag, get the bag. Y'all niggas know what it is. You know we get the bag, the bag, the bag. And you know we get the bag, the bag, the bag. And you know I get the bag, the bag, the bag. We get the bag, the bag, the bag. Two beep. Look at the whip, look at the whip. Check out the wrist, check out the wrist. Walk in the club, walk in the club. Already lit, already lit. Got niggas on wait. Hold up. Got bitches on go. Come on, come on. Got perp out a pound. Perp out a pound. So you know we gon' blow. You know we gon' blow. She throwing pussy, so I'm throwing money. Bend it over, now she putting it on me. Left a man to come to VIP. Nigga looking like he wanna run up on me. Nah. Just in case 100,000 on me. Yeah. One for calling, that's 100 homies. Yeah. 20 bitches out the club and take them to the crib and in the whole party there. AM. And you know we get the bag. No grocery, we really get the bag. Hey. Pull up in the phone, hop up with a phone, hit the mall and pop tags. Hey. When a nigga was a young boy, all I thought about was getting the cash. Yeah, a nigga getting the money now, so you know a nigga gon' brag. Bragging. Still keep it hood, counts all good, dreams still on side. On side. Bank account need to work out cause it's so fat. And you know we get the bag. The bag, the bag. And you know we get the bag. The bag, the bag. And you know I get the bag. The bag, the bag. We get the bag.
Run it up, she wanna ride around in the Bentley truck. Her and a nigga, they done broke it up. Way back in the Maybach, suck it up. Private plane with the gang, take a trip. That's your man, you was saying she the rip. I get the bag, hop in the level when I do the dash. My heart on my pick is all glass. When we get your bitch and I smash. I'm a suicide door, just a pledge. I'ma put the product with the Saint Laurent.